My nigga, my
Alright, so around like last year's spring, I was talking to this girl, and I don't really don't know her name or whatever. And I asked her, "Can I come over?" And usually when I say that, it's like, "No, I'm busy," or "My mom's home," blah blah blah. So this day I asked her, "Can I come over?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I was confused because one, it was like late at night. It was like around 7. It's not. I say late, but it's dark. So yeah, it was around 7 or 8. So I asked her, and she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I bet." So I'm psyched because yeah, like I'm not about to come into your house. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to yeah. So I was like making sure and shit like that. She was like, "Your mother not here, my sister here, but she cool." So I'm like, "I bet." So sister was young, but whole T I was just like thinking like threesome and shit. But her sister young, so I was like, "Alright, I ain't no pedophile." You feel me? So I kept it G. It was rocking with her and shit. So I drove out there. I live like probably like fucking I don't know. I drive pretty fast, but the average nigga probably take 45 minutes, 50 minutes to get out there. I got out that joint in 30 minutes because I was balling. So I get out there. She live in a gated community and shit. So I had to like pull up to the little gate joint, and then I had to tell this nigga the address because she texted me the address. I had to tell this nigga the address. He took my ID and my tags and shit. So or whatever. So I get to their house, and I'm texting her, I'm calling her, and she doesn't answer the phone. So I'm like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. So she finally answers the phone. She's like, come around back. So I go around back, and I'm like, why didn't you let me through the front door? And she's like, oh, my mom has cameras on the front door, so I couldn't open the front door because she'll see me on the camera. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of suspicious. Y'all niggas bad if she got cameras. You feel me? So I'm like, whatever. So we in the living room. It's me, her sister, and shit. Just a major cock blocker. So they kind of look like the twins or whatever, but they not really twins because yeah, they not twins. They just look like it. Cause I don't know. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, so yeah, so I was just like nervous and shit because I don't know. They wasn't American, so they was just like speaking their language and shit. I'm sitting right there like this shit is awkward. Like nigga, like I came over here for like just like one thing, bruh. And you sitting here watching some fucking what was they watch? They was watching some like I don't know, it's Jesse or something like that, or it's Debbie. I don't know. Fucking, it was some new shit, something I ain't used to. So, uh, that shit was boring. So I was like, fuck it, bro. I came over here. I was horny from I left the house, and I'm definitely horny now. So let's get it. And mind you, this is the first time I met this girl in person. Like this, yeah. So I get to the joint. I text her. I was like, "What's up?" Like I'm trying, yeah. She was like, "I bet." So she asked her sister if she watching TV, and she was like, "Yeah." So she's like, "All right." So she's like acting like she's slick by trying to come upstairs, but acting like she on her phone. Cause she was on her phone the whole night. But anyways, so she on her phone, and they don't have like they service not on. But that's I'm getting to that part. So all right. So we making our way upstairs. It's a nice house. Like they live in a gated community, so their house is nice. It's big as shit. It's nice. It's spacious. Like you could play fucking. You could have a basketball court, fully 10 feet basketball court in that joint, and shoot a free throw in that bitch. Like I'm slicing it, but you know what I'm saying. So, anyways, um, so yeah, we make our way upstairs, and we get to the joint, and um, long story short, I'm crushing the joint. I finish or whatever. She couldn't take it, which was a turn off, but whatever. So, all right, whatever. So I'm sitting there, and and this bitch is like bloody, bro. Like, cause she couldn't take it, but she wasn't saying stop, so I wasn't about to stop. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. So yeah, so she's sitting there, trying like naked. I'm sitting there with my clothes on, cause you know when I nut, I get fast dressed and shit. But that's what niggas do. We don't want to. Actually, that's not money in my house. The fuck. So, anyways, yeah. So that's when I'm sitting there and I had this feeling in my chest, like some like a fuckboy feeling. You feel me? Like, okay, I just fucked this bitch. I'm ready to bounce. You feel me? Because it's not my bitch. It's not anyone I want to be with. It was just a little joint. So something in my gut was saying like, you need to go. You really need to go. But I was trying to be a fuckboy, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna play on my phone and shit. I'm gonna cool it. And this is around 8 o'clock. So something was like, I asked her if her mother gonna be home. So I was like, when your mother gonna be home? Because yeah, she was like, oh, my mother not gonna be home till 10. Um, she gonna text me. I was like, you sure she gonna text you or she gonna text your sister? She was like, yo, she gonna text me because I'm older. Blah blah blah. Whoop whoop. I'm like, all right, I don't know you, but I'm gonna trust you. So fucking, let's say that was 8 o'clock when I asked that question, right? I swear to you, not, bruh. And I missed the details. So the sister that was downstairs watching TV had like ADD. She was like, their house is like super smart or whatever. So every time you open the door, it go bing bong, back door, side door, window, all that shit. And her sister was like, I don't know, playing hide and go seek with herself or some shit, cause she kept opening the front door, opening the side door, opening the window, and it kept making this bing bong noise. So after at this time it's 8 o'clock, I asked her was her mom gonna be home, and she said she gonna text her and shit. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. So like 8:05, I don't know, I'm guesstimating right now. But like 8:05, and Jay go bing bong, front door, and I'm like, I paid no mind because her sister was doing that already throughout the whole like duration we was like doing it and shit. So when I heard that, I was a tripping. Then I heard some like, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they Chinese or Japanese or Korean. But I heard them speak in their native tongue. So at that point, I was like, oh shit. And that's when she like got up and was like, my mother here. And I'm like, what the fuck? So she throws me in the closet. I swear to you, not, bruh. It was 8. I didn't get out that house until 10. I was trapped in the closet on some R. Kelly shit for 2 fucking hours. 2 fucking hours I was trapped in that closet and I hated it, bruh. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I'm claustrophobic and I have anxiety. So I was fucking panicking like shit. I was like, bruh, she about to like cut me up or something. Like, what the fuck is going on? So at that point, I'm just sitting in the closet and trying to leave. I'm at this point. I'm really trying to leave. I'm desperate at this point. I really want to leave, and I don't know what to do. So I do whatever. So the girl I was messing with, she got in trouble, and this is where I say it gets fucked up at, because they have they don't have no LTE or no 4G or nothing. They was strictly on Wi-Fi. So when the mother came home, she was texting me and saying, "Oh, the sister was leaving the door open and shit like that, and they got caught." Now when the mother came home, she didn't come home by herself. She came home with her son, which is their brother. He's a fucking snitch. I'm gonna get to that later. So that's when she started yelling at her, and the way to punish them, she cuts off the Wi-Fi. So now I'm in the closet. I have no way of talking to them unless I whisper hard as fuck, and that wasn't about to happen because the mom was like walking around and shit. And so yeah, so the sister was in the closet. Sorry, was in the room because they share a room or whatever. And their house is set up like their bathroom can go to their room, and it's another door that goes in the hallway, so you can go in and out the bathroom 2 doors. So the girl, uh, I would call her Ling Ling, the girl I was there for. Ling Ling was in the bathroom taking a shower. She took a fucking long ass shower as I'm in the bathroom, which is like annoying because I'm trying to get the fuck out. So I asked Ling Ling's sister, can I hop out the window? You feel me? Like, I'm really trying to leave. And she's like, no, you gonna break your leg, you gonna die. I'm like, you don't know who I am, bro. I will hop out that window and survive and drive a 1 foot home. Stop playing me. So she was like, no, if you hop on the deck, it's gonna make a lot of noise. I said, I skateboard, bruh. I will catch a pillow and caveman off this balcony. Like, I don't care. And she was like, no, no, it's, when you open the window, it's gonna go big bomb. I was like, damn, you're right. So the mother came in the room, and I'm like standing there, and her mother like facing Ling Ling's sister, and I'm sitting there in the closet with my phone in my hand, hoping that they don't ring. So at that point, they cuss. I think she cussing her out in like the native tongue or whatever, or native language, I should say. I think that's disrespectful. So that's when what happened? That's when she started talking, and I'm sitting there like I'm literally in the closet, and her mother talking to her. So I had to like slowly close the door. I'm glad it was a new house because it didn't creak or nothing. It just closed, and then I guess she turned around and then kept it moving. She didn't come in the closet. She didn't do nothing. So yeah, so that's when finally the girl Ling Ling gets out the shower. It was like, um, we gotta wait till she get in the shower because she take long ass showers. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can wait. You feel me? When did she take showers? They said around 9. At that point, it was around 9 because time went by fast. I don't know how, even though I was in my closet and it was hot and I was having anxiety attack pretty much on a low low. So we end up waiting till she get in the shower, and the mother was in the shower for like 20 minutes, and they didn't tell me, and they probably wasn't going to tell me. Only reason I knew is because I heard the water running, because my phone had rung, and I was fucking scared. And when I stopped, I listened, and the water was running. And I asked the sister like, "Is she in the shower?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, I'm trying to go." So I hop out hop out the closet, and I was see the walk-in, and they have hardwood floors upstairs. So I had these big ass fucking like Jordans or whatever, and them Jakes making loud ass noise like boom, 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 as I'm walking upstairs, and that's where I was upstairs and shit, and her mother room upstairs. So the lady was like, "Oh, my brother home, he a snitch, blah blah blah. So I don't want him to see you." I'm like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do now?" So I'm thinking her brother like my age or older. You know what I'm saying? Like he about to fuck me up on some shit. Like I ain't, I'm lacking for real, for real. So I don't got nothing on me. So I was like, "How old's your brother?" They was like 8. I'm like, all right, bet. That's easy peasy. So when they said that, I was I was like walking down the steps, and Lily was in front of me, and I guess the brother saw my feet. So when he saw my feet, he got the kirkin, and he got to saying, "You dirty bitch, you slut," blah blah blah. So I'm like, shit, he loud. I don't know this house. I don't know the fucking blueprint of this house, so I don't know what to do. So I ran back to the closet because that's where I was fucking safe at. So got back to the closet. At that point, I'm like, he ate, bruh. He ain't gonna do shit. So I'm like, fuck it, bruh. I'm savage. So I walk out that joint. They talking and talking about some don't snitch, don't snitch. I'll give you money. I'll do this. I'll do that. And he don't care. He want to snitch. He want to be the get like all the presents for Christmas type shit, nigga. Like he don't care who he rat on. He want all the credit. So at that point, I'm like, fuck it, bruh. So he at the bottom of the step. I say, fuck it, bruh. And I just walk. I walk out the closet, go out to the hallway, make loud ass noise with my shoes on the hallway floor, go down the steps, past him. He sees me, looks me in my fucking eye, and shoots up the steps and starts banging on the fucking their parents' door because she's like I said, the mother's in the shower, and starts banging on the door. And at that point, I fledged like a motherfucking over 9,000 Dragon Ball Z Flash mixed with like Dash from Incredibles. They got the fuck out that house. I fucking jetted out the it's like a side door so you can go downstairs. I opened that door and it's another door. You had to open that door. Then I got to the fucking basement and I fucking like it's like this glass door to go outside. That's to like the back. And I slung that open. I don't know if I broke it. I don't know what the fuck. I just slung that bitch open and I left it open. I ain't closing the joint. You left me in the closet for 2 hours. Fuck you. So I slung out that joint, ran around the side of the house, got in the car, which I drive a minivan if you was wondering. Got in the car, and I have these two keys. Now I drove that day. I drove the minivan, but these keys go for the minivan and the car I drive. So and they both fit in the same. So you already know what's coming. So when I got the wrong key in there, it was like a fucking movie. and I tried to twist it, and it wasn't twist, so I already knew what happened. So I already had the other one ready to grab. So I grabbed the other one, stuck that in it, and slid it open. Got the car. It was like a fucking movie, bro. I put the key in the ignition, turned that jank, put it in drive. I looked to my left, and the mother is running out the house, and she looked good too, by the way. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna lie. So I put that jank, look to the left, and she's like outside the front lawn, in a fucking robe or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so at that point, I'm like, fuck. So I put that bitch in drive. I'm gone. Down the street. It's a fucking dead end. So I'm cul-de-sac or whatever. So I had to like fucking you. I come back. As I'm coming back, I turned my lights off because I didn't want them to see that joint. So I turned my lights off and uh I went past it and well, I didn't go past her, but she was standing in the street. So I had to like drive up on the grass and like come off and kept it moving. And bruh, I got to the end, and like I said, it's a fucking gated community. It got to the gate. I thought they was gonna call the gate person to like let me out, not let me out or whatever. So I finally got to the gate. They opened the jinx up. I GPS home. I shot home. I got home like 15 minutes, and on my way home, I called my man's up. It was like, yo, you won't believe what the fuck just happened, bruh. Like, you have no idea how my 3 hours or 4 hours has my night has been pretty much. I don't know what exactly I said, but that shit, I remember that shit vividly, bro. Like, oh my god. And to this day, after that day, she texted me and was like, "Oh, did you tell the gatekeeper like your address or did you give him your thing?" And to be honest, I gave him everything, but she doesn't know my real name. So yeah, even if she did go there, she won't know it's me because I didn't give her my real name. So ever since that, I guess I was a fuckboy, and I blocked her, and I haven't talked to her since. And I could give two fucks about her at this point, to be honest. And yeah,